excited. Thank you. Yeah, there's so much to say. I think Zinzi, the character that I play, is somebody I definitely. It takes me time to get into character, and I think what I love the most about her is that she loves the finer things in life, and her wardrobe is so fabulous, so getting into character is so much fun. But then I think on a deeper level, she's somebody that I have had to really, I wouldn't say not judge, but I think some of the decisions that she makes are quite questionable. But you start to see how when you kind of run away from being vulnerable, or like trying to hide your vulnerability by performing and things like that, it starts to sort of bleed through all the cracks, and so it's actually become a lot easier not to judge her, because you do begin to understand sometimes that it's hard for people to be vulnerable, so yeah, it's not me, it's just the character. Exactly.
How did you break her down and get into this vulnerable but flashy woman?
Absolutely. I think that it was quite easy. You know why? Because I couldn't really understand why she made the decision she made. They are quite very questionable, and I think that she doesn't always have empathy, or she doesn't really see that her timing is not right, but I think it is just because she has taken so much time to perform that she's okay and that everything is perfect, that her actions were really easy for me to quickly suss out that, oh, this is a performance. There's something a lot deeper to her that she maybe doesn't want people to know.
From that self-audition tape to the real audition,
yes.
Take us through the process before landing on set.
Yeah. So I went in for the audition, and it was once again, like I say, it was fun and complex, but I remember going in, and the scene I did was really heavy, and it was quite hard for me, even as I prepared, to not judge her and really understand that sometimes being vulnerable is scary, so I went in and met with the casting director and producers, and yeah, it was like really quick, and I actually wanted to do a lot more, but yeah, and then I guess the rest is history, because then I got the role and I was so excited, to really delve deep into this character. My goodness, thank you. It's so much fun.
How was it just being amongst such greats?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that.
Learning and sponging of everyone.
Exactly that. It's really about learning and sponging, and really seeing how people move with everyone is so humble, but they also have such great confidence, and know that they've worked hard on their craft and they have value to offer. I think that's something I'm learning, and just being so open to learning, to workshopping together. The cast is amazing. Like, I feel like I don't think I've worked with any of them. If I'm not mistaken, no, I haven't, and it just feels like we've all worked together for like years and years and years.
2025 is almost ending.
Oh my gosh, I know, it's crazy. I don't even know, my word. It was good. It was hectic. It was very busy. I mean, obviously this has also been like the highlight of my year. I own a soccer team, yeah, FC, so it's been a lot of different worlds that I've been navigating, and we're doing very well. We're at the top of the log, and yeah, it's been challenging, but in the right way. I think it's developed my patience,
yes.
And just taking things as they go. But it's been a good year. It's been a very good year.
Why should we watch?
Oh my goodness, why? My goodness, oh my word. I think I know it's true, and I think what Pimville is doing is that I wouldn't say it's necessarily reinventing the wheel, but what it's doing is that it's showing viewers that local stories can be nuanced and complex, and that the characters that we have loved from other shows are real here as well, but I think that the way it's written is really nice and fast paced. There's a lot of action, there's a lot of tears, there's a lot of laughter, and I think that people will just be able to see local content in a way that is high quality, and I think that this is something that everybody should tune into, definitely.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, I appreciate it so much.
Enjoy your afternoon. What did you say your soccer name is?
Armor FC.
Armor FC.
Yeah, like putting on the full armor of God.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Is it a female or a boy?
No, it's a boys team.
boys team.
Yeah, all men's team. I needed you a girl.
And just how was the experience in general? How this one is different from the rest?
I wouldn't say it's different.
Do you feel like they're typecasting you?
And I've never been typecast. I do a lot of different roles. This one, I'm Rakhadi.
Yeah.
Rakhadi who dabs.
Yes.
So you know all the Khadis are the same in real life. They are bullied. They think they know it all. It's their way or the highway. And I'm not different.
You know different. So that must make it easy to pour into the character.
Your brother's children are yours.
Yes.
Yeah, you assert your authority.
How was it being on a telenovela set? I know sometimes it's long hours and man just so cookie, so
No, sweetheart, I will never work in a telenovela every day. I love having cameo parts.
yes.
I
And man just also already pumla, would you ever rest?
won't. I do a lot of motivational speaking.
Yes.
I'm very passionate about creating cancer awareness.
Yes.
That's my thing and I won't stop. So I do a lot of talks. So I don't want to depend on acting. In acting, I want to pick and choose.
Yes.
If I love something, I'll do it. But I'm like I'm still young.
Yes.
There's got to be a time when you say enough is enough. Yeah.
And I'm sure that goes into the education you have in the industry. Do you tell young people that they need to be aware of certain things like this so that they can be, it's not everyone who's privileged to be like you?
You know, when it comes to cancer, I talk even when nobody's listening. Because my thing is to save lives.
Yes.
Yes, my son.
And awareness saves lives.
Yes, yes.
Do you think that some people are using their platforms right to create awareness? And how do you make sure your platform reaches more people? Especially about the topics you're passionate
See,
about.
that remember, before COVID, I used to address more than 30,000 people at Max Park. But since COVID, we haven't been able to do anything. But I get invited. Basutu people like what they call pitiki, where they do their dance. Now they always invite me to talk on social ills and on health matters. So I don't only educate on cancer, diabetes, high blood, because those are silent killers that people don't know of.
And they're very important to know about.
And very important.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
So, how was 2025? 2025 was difficult for some. Was it easier?
I'm sorry, I'm boasting. I turned 80 on the 30th of September 2025. I haven't stopped celebrating.
Amen. I wouldn't as well. God's
I've been
grace.
celebrated and showed so much love. Clientele had 2 parties for me, and on the 26th of November, I'll be celebrated in Deep Cliff by Umalun. Kichore, it's not ending.
Yeah, that can't end.
Yes.
You can't.
Thank
A
you.
legend. Thank you so much for your time.
Ngiyabonga mntana.
Oh no,
Hi, Gail. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Today we are unveiling a new role, a new character for you. Can you please tell us about it?
Yes, so I play the character of Detective Phelo on SABC2's Pimville. An exciting character, you know. I'm a detective, so I get to dive into the world of the men and women in uniform, and it's an extremely, I'd say, not only humbling but also empowering journey, because you get to see the challenges, the roller coaster ride that cops go on. We put them under a lot of pressure, you know, but the truth is they're human, and I think that's what I'm excited to show. It's showing the human element of being a cop, because there's the reality of what happens with them as human beings outside of the job that they do.
This is a nice, lovely, strong female character neutral, and it's always nice for the young women out there to see that women can be leaders in the cop space. How was it tapping into that?
And I think that's also another thing that's exciting, because Pelo's quite a strong character. She's a strong cop. She's maybe not physically strong, but she's certainly emotionally, you know, and she asserts herself. She walks into a room and she asserts herself. She's strong. Her fellow detectives, a lot of them are men, so she's having to work quite hard just to prove a point, you know. But I do think it's important to tell stories like that, because the truth is, a lot of women do lead. A lot of women lead with a lot of strength. And in fact, without the police, without Phelo there, I think Pimville Police Station would be a very different police station. They wouldn't solve as many cases, that's for sure. There's something about the female intuition.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
It's been, if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while since we've seen on a daily recurring production. How was it being? I mean, you're also a mom, you've got a busy life, businesses to run. How was it just getting into the groove of a long-running format?
Listen, that's the question we're trying to figure out. We've been filming for a month now, and it's been an adjustment. But what I appreciate about it is a lot of the shows that I've done recently have been out of Joburg, and so I spent 4 or 5 months away from my family. So to be able to shoot in Joburg, where I get to go home to my family, I may be away for 12 hours in the day, and I may miss drop-offs and pickups and certain things on certain days, but at least I get to go home. You know, like yesterday it was rainy, Sunday, the weather was horrible, but I was home and I got to cook a nice home-cooked meal that my kids love, and those are the things that I appreciate about, you know, doing long form that's local and that doesn't require me to be out of Joburg.
The great thing about local is we get to learn our languages. I mean, I don't really know as far as it is, but shows get to teach me other languages.
Yeah.
How is it being a vessel that keeps culture going?
Oh.
Culture curator.
Yeah, that's so important, right? I mean, as a mother, it's important for my children to see me in shows where I'm not always just speaking English. But and I think that's the beauty of Pimville, is a lot of South Africans are going to see themselves on screen. It's going to be so much more than just a show, but they actually get to, representation does matter. I know that it sounds cliche, but it does matter. It's important for us to tell stories in our languages, to tell stories from Kasi, so that people can see themselves in those stories. And that's the power that we have as people in this industry, is you get to help curate and help influence and help empower, you know, the stories that we find or that society thinks is important. And as a mom, it's important for our kids to know and be exposed to their languages.
Before we let you go, how is 2025 been? Girl, how have you survived? How have you kept your edges still edged out?
Girl, and you know I've got alopecia, so keeping my edges is like, it's a fight.
It's a fight.
A little bit of stress and they go. So it's like, it's been a fight. No, 2025 has been a tough year. It's been a tough year, but I think hope is something that I've always believed, that if you can lose everything, you can lose money, you can lose, if you hold on to hope, there's always a better tomorrow, you know? So for me, that's carried me through. I've always held on to tomorrow's going to be better. The year's going to end well. Tomorrow's going to be better. And I think every day just waking up with that mantra, you end up attracting, you know, good things to yourself, that God is always going to show up. Today, tomorrow, every day. So that's how I've kept it together. It's really just by faith.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Keke Mphuti and I play the character of Naledi Tumahole on Pimville, SABC2, playing Monday to Fridays at 9 o'clock from the 9th of February. And one thing you can definitely expect from my character is drama. You're gonna hate her, you're gonna love her, she's gonna rattle you up, and most importantly, she is the reality of South Africa today.
Maybe I'll even start with the impact it's due to make for the SABC. This is a strategy for us insofar as where we are taking SABC to. As we mentioned, this is the beginning of the era. So Pimville comes and replaces a Muvhango. That's huge. It's 26 years of legacy, 26 years of that storytelling. And so the impact for us is actually, it's a growth strategy. So it's meant to come in and reach the target and even surpass the target. So we want to make sure that we can build a new voice for our country. SABC2 is going to be that channel where everyone in the country can sit and watch. We're calling it Country Moments. So when you come in for a big sport, you'll come to SABC2. When you come for something that's nuanced, that is intrinsically South African, you'll come to SABC2. And that's what we want to show today.
Question. So what attracted me to the story? I remember Kahiso called me, our head director, and was just chatting me through the story and what it's all about, and immediately I was captivated. And then I sat down and got to read the script. Now, I think for us as storytellers, one of the most important things for us is to tell authentic stories. It's what I see it in myself. Maybe not so much. It's what people paying, keep and show oh 5 So Pimville is a story that represents what and how I grew up. Represents Kasi.
Yeah.
And to be able to portray a character that, as Phelo and Mam Lillian said, where our viewers can see themselves. But and go, oh, that speaks to who I am and how I grew up. You asked what I learned. I mean, I have a newfound respect for cops. Okay, in the detective Phelo, and I've learned so much about detective work, the criticism that cops face, the challenges that they face. And I think it is an honor for me to play this role and represent the police force, but also represent real, true South African stories. Phelo is a very layered character, and so we get to see the woman, the face behind the uniform, even though she doesn't wear a uniform. But these are real people that are facing real things. So it's an incredible honor. And then, of course, I mean, the storytellers, our directors, the writers, the cast, the crew, just the team that we get to be part of. It's an incredible honor, and I mean, we can see best of the best. It's an honor for you.